What's going on, guys? This is Coach Cotner. Welcome to this week's cross country roundup. We're going to do something a little bit different this week. It's kind of a light week around the conference, and so we're going to go ahead and we're going to do our CS8 previews for this weekend. This weekend on Saturday, starting at 10 o'clock, is the Central State 8 Conference meet hosted by Southeast High School. So it's time for that championship season that we've all been looking forward to. What I'm going to do today, give a quick overview over the Metamora invite, which happened over the weekend, and then we're going to jump right into some conference predictions. I'm going to give you 3 teams on each side, maybe 4, that I think have a shot at winning the conference meet, and we're going to talk about some of the favorite individuals. So here we go. Metamora invite this week. Springfield High School had the highest placing team on the boys' side in 4th. Tyler Owens ran 15:01 to finish 4th, and Springfield High's pack of 2 through 5 were pretty close, so they're starting to come on a little bit heading into the important part of the season. SHG boys finished 7th and ran great. As far as I know, those are the only 2 conference schools in there. I think Lincoln was in there too. I don't think they had a full team, however. So they were both the Senators and Tyler Owens looked great heading into the conference meet this weekend, so we'll see what happens. On the girls' side, Springfield High School girls finished 7th, led by Mads Nelson in 17th place. So they're starting to come on as well. Hopefully they'll have Natalie Motor back by the championship portion of the season, regional sectionals state, but she will not be back for the conference meet, so that kind of changes some things there. On to our Central State 8 preview. We're going to start with the girls. I think there are legitimately 4 teams that have a shot at winning the conference title. We're going to start with the 4th team, and that's going to be SHG. They started to come on a little bit as of late. They have a pretty solid pack. No real front runner for this group, but if they can keep their pack tight and keep them up towards the front and have 2 people in that top 11 range, they have a shot at doing something. So we'll see there. Meredith McLean, I think, is their number 1, and she's been running pretty well lately. So we'll see what happens there. On the number 3 team that I think has a shot at this is the Springfield High Senators. They're hurting a little bit without Natalie Motor right now, but I still think they have potential to win this championship. They have a solid front runner in Mads Nelson, who should be one to watch in the individual race. If they can keep their number 5 runner around that 19:30 range, I think they have a shot at placing in the top 2 in the conference, but it's going to be tough. Chatham and Rochester both are pretty tough overall, so we'll see. And the number 2 team, like I just said, is Chatham. They have a solid top 3. Their 4 and 5 are going to be the key for them. If their 4th and 5th runner can be up there with their top 3, they've got a shot at taking down Rochester. They've been running great as of late. They took this past weekend off to rest up for conference, so we'll see what they can do come Saturday. And the team that I think is the favorite is Rochester. They look like a trophy team in 1A. Taylor Bartolozzi's been running awesome, and their 2, 3, 4, and their 5th runner have been running great as well. They had a great meet at Jacksonville last weekend, so they're looking like they're coming on strong, and they should be the favorites on Saturday. But again, it's cross country, and anything can happen. Everybody competes, and that's why we run the race. On the individuals aspect of it, I think it's going to be a nice matchup between Taylor Bartolozzi and Emily Chelsvig from Jacksonville, Bartolozzi from Rochester. And then you throw in Mads Nelson, who's been running well. She's got a shot to be up there, and Demi Dixon from Chatham. Those are kind of the top 4 that I think are there. And Megan McNichols, you never know what you're going to get from Megan. She could be the state, or she could be the conference champ on Saturday as well. So about 4 to 5 girls to really keep an eye on that really have a shot at doing something big this weekend. On the boys' side, kind of the same as the girls. There's kind of an overwhelming team favorite, and then a bunch of teams that can come up there and take that spot if they have a great race. The 4th spot, I think, goes to SHG. They had a great race Saturday at Metamora. Their pack is really tight. If they can just move their pack up about 10, 15 seconds, they'll be right in the hunt for the championship. So watch out for SHG. The 3rd team I think that has a shot is Taylorville. Taylorville has been running great as of late. They've been moving up in the rankings. They look like a team that's got a really good shot to qualify for the state meet, which is awesome for Taylorville. Their last season in the conference, and I know they're going to want to go out and make some noise. So watch for Taylorville on Saturday. They've been running well. The second team, and again, these two teams are pretty much a toss-up, but I think right now they are sitting in that 2 spot. But again, anything can happen, and that's Chatham-Glenwood. They won at Jacksonville last weekend. They ran a great race. They have 2 solid guys up front in Grant Kaiser and Landon Skelly. Grant Lupkeman, I think, breaks into their top 5 this week. So he's going to be coming on, and by the time sectionals hits, he could possibly be their number 3 runner based on his track record. So they've got a shot at winning this Saturday, but I think the favorite here was probably going to be the Senators. Tyler Owens has been running unbelievable. He's got a shot at winning the individual title. Patrick Fitzgibbon's starting to come around, and they're 3, 4, 5, and 6 guys are all pretty close together. So I think they're the team to beat, but again, cross country, anything can happen. And I know every team out there is coming after them because they've won it now 6 years in a row, I think. So it should be a good battle overall. In the individual side, it's going to be Tyler Owens, Landon Skelly, Grant Kaiser. Those are the 3 to keep an eye on. Tyler just had a breakout race this weekend, running a 15:01 up at Metamora, and he just looks like he's ready to go for the state series and the conference meet. So we'll see what happens there. Landon Skelly has been running great all season, same with Kaiser. Those 3, I think, are going to break away early, and I think it's going to come down to who has more in that last mile. So we'll see what happens in that respect. On to trivia for this week. Since this meet is going to be held at Lincoln Park, we want to talk about some trivia based off of Lincoln Park. Can you name who owns the course record time at Lincoln Park on the boys' side and the girls' side? The fastest time ever run at Lincoln Park is a 14:41. Can you tell me who ran it? And for the girls, I think the fastest time is, if I remember right, 17:20. And let me know if you can name who that person is. I'll double check on all that stuff and let you know in the DieStat rankings that come out this week. Also, another thing to remember about the Central State Conference meet is it also doubles as the city championship. So we will crown both the conference champ and the city champ on the same day. So we'll go over more of that when we do the wrap-up for next week. But should be a good day at Lincoln Park on Saturday. Everybody come out and support the cross-country athletes. The first race is the girls varsity at 10 o'clock, and the boys are at 11. So we hope to see everybody out there, and good luck to everybody competing.